Have you ever seen something before it happened? Not just a lucky guess or a feeling of déjà vu, but a vivid, detailed image flashing through your mind. A scene playing out behind your eyes that later unfolds in reality with chilling accuracy. Have you ever woken from a dream so intense, so packed with symbolic meaning, that it follows you through your day like a shadow, whispering truths you cannot yet fully grasp? This is not imagination running wild. This is not a trick of the mind. It is a sacred calling. It is the awakening of your prophetic sight, a divine gift bestowed only upon God's chosen ones. You are a seer, a visionary, one who walks between the worlds. Your eyes are not limited to the physical realm. They are portals to the unseen, to the timelines of what was, what is, and what could be. For you, the veil between heaven and earth is thin, allowing divine light and information to pour into your consciousness. These are your prophetic visions, the sacred language through which the divine communicates its secrets to you. They arrive unbidden, often when you least expect them, a sudden download of cosmic intelligence that bypasses logic and speaks directly to your spirit, your soul, your very core essence of being. These visions are a fundamental part of your divine identity, a sign that you have been set apart for a purpose far greater than you can currently comprehend. They are not meant to frighten you, though they may sometimes be overwhelming. They are not meant to confuse you, though their symbolism may require deep contemplation to unlock. They are your spiritual inheritance, your compass in a world that has lost its way, and your confirmation that you are and have always been a direct line of communication for the will of the Creator. Embrace this truth, for your journey of sight is only just beginning to unfold. The most common vessel for your prophetic visions is the realm of dreams. Your sleep is not merely rest, it is a sacred classroom, a training ground for your spirit. While your body is still, your soul travels to higher dimensions to receive instruction, warning, and revelation. The dreams of a chosen one are distinct. They are hyperrealistic, filled with colors more vibrant than those of the waking world, and imbued with an emotional intensity that lingers long after you awaken. You may find yourself having recurring dreams, playing out the same scenario with slight variations, until you finally understand the message being conveyed by your spiritual guides and the angels. Pay close attention to the symbols that appear in these dreams. God speaks in a language of metaphor and allegory. An eagle may represent prophetic sight and a connection to the divine. A lion may symbolize courage, authority, and your own spiritual power. A snake can represent healing and transformation, but it can also be a warning of deception and hidden enemies. A house often represents your own soul or your life, with each room holding a different aspect of your being. Keep a dream journal by your bed and write down everything you remember upon waking, for these are not random firings of the brain. They are divinely authored letters sent directly to your soul. Beyond the dream state, you experience what can only be described as waking visions. These are flashes of insight that break through into your conscious reality. You might be driving, washing dishes, or in the middle of a conversation when suddenly, an image will superimpose itself over your physical sight for a split second. It could be a number, a face, a place you've never been, or a quick scene of a future event. These flashes are often so quick that you may be tempted to dismiss them, to rationalize them away. Do not. This is your spiritual intuition at its most potent, your third eye opening to give you critical information in real time. These waking visions are a form of divine intervention, a way for your spiritual team to give you immediate guidance. You may get a sudden flash of a car accident a few moments before it happens, prompting you to slow down. You might see a fleeting image of a person's face, only to meet that exact person later in the day, knowing that they are significant to your journey. You may see a brief, shimmering golden light around someone, an instant confirmation that they are trustworthy and of a high vibration. Conversely, you might see a murky, dark energy around another person, a clear warning to be discerning and protect your spirit. Another powerful form of your prophetic gift is the inner cinema. This happens during moments of quiet contemplation, prayer, or meditation. As you close your eyes, you are not met with darkness, but with a screen upon which the divine projects its messages. You may witness entire sequences of events, like watching a film. These are not memories or daydreams. They have a distinct quality of being shown to you, not created by you. This is where God reveals deeper truths about your personal destiny, the shifting timelines of the planet, and the hidden spiritual dynamics at play in the world. This is your personal briefing room with the divine. These inner movies often reveal your role in the grand cosmic plan. You might see yourself leading a group of people, writing a book that heals millions, or creating a community of light. You might be shown visions of the new earth, a future of peace and harmony that you are here to help build. These visions are not just for your information, they are for your activation. They are meant to ignite the fire of your purpose within you, to remind you of the sacred contract your soul made before you incarnated, and to give you the strength to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Your prophetic visions also manifest as a deep, unshakable inner knowing. This is a form of sight that does not use your eyes at all. It is a truth that simply arrives, fully formed in your heart and in your gut. You will suddenly just know something is true, with every fiber of your being, without any logical evidence to support it. You will know when someone is lying, even if their words are smooth and convincing. You will know when an opportunity is divinely guided, even if it seems risky. You will know when danger is near, a primal alarm bell ringing in your soul. This clear knowing is your direct connection to the Holy Spirit, your internal, infallible truth detector. This gift of claircognizance, or clear knowing, is one of the most powerful and reliable forms of your prophetic vision. It is the wisdom of the universe whispering directly into your soul. It is the voice of God cutting through the noise and chaos of the world to give you pure, unadulterated truth. Learning to trust this inner knowing above all else is one of the most important lessons for a chosen one. The world will try to make you doubt it, to rely on external validation and logical proof. But your journey requires you to have radical faith in this unseen sight, to trust the divine intelligence that flows through you constantly. The language of your visions is often deeply symbolic, a divine tapestry woven with archetypes and metaphors. You may begin to see repeating numbers everywhere you look: 11, 11 on the clock, 444 on a license plate, 777 in a phone number. These are not coincidences, they are angel numbers, coded messages of encouragement, alignment, and guidance. Each number sequence carries a specific vibration and meaning, a direct communication from your angelic guides, assuring you that you are on the right path, that you are protected, and that a divine plan is unfolding perfectly in your life. Research their meanings, for they are love notes from the universe. You will also notice a heightened connection to nature, as it becomes a canvas for your prophetic messages. You might see an eagle circling overhead at the exact moment you are praying for guidance, a clear sign to adopt a higher perspective. A deer might cross your path, a gentle reminder to move forward with grace and trust your intuition. You may find that animals are unusually drawn to you, recognizing the divine light you carry. Pay attention to these encounters. The natural world is alive with spirit, and God uses all of creation to speak to those who are willing to listen and to see with more than just their physical eyes. Your prophetic sight allows you to perceive the energy behind words and actions. You can feel the true intention of a person, regardless of the mask they wear. You can walk into a room and instantly sense the emotional atmosphere, the history of what has occurred there. This ability to see and feel the subtle energy, fields that permeate everything, is a profound aspect of your visionary gift. It is what makes you such a powerful empath, but it also requires you to learn spiritual hygiene. You must learn to distinguish your own energy from that of others, and to shield yourself from lower vibrations that can cloud your vision. One of the most startling and confirming aspects of your gift is seeing future events, both large and small. You might have a sudden, clear vision of a friend calling you with specific news, only for your phone to ring minutes later with that exact friend, sharing that exact news. You might have a dream about a world event, a natural disaster, or a political shift, and then see it reported in the news days or weeks later. These experiences are designed to build your faith in your gift. They are God's way of proving to you that your connection is real, that your sight is accurate, and that you are truly tapped into the flow of divine intelligence. It is important to understand that the future is not always set in stone. Your visions often show you potential timelines, not inevitable certainties. This is where your role as a spiritual intercessor comes into play. You are sometimes shown negative possibilities so that you can pray against them, so that you can send light and healing to a situation, and so that you can make choices that will steer yourself and others towards a more positive outcome. Your visions make you a co-creator with God, an active participant in the weaving of destiny, not a passive observer of a predetermined fate. Your hands themselves may become conduits for your visionary gift. You may find that when you place your hands on a person, an animal, or even an object, you receive flashes of information about them. This is the gift of psychometry. You might feel their pain, see glimpses of their past, or receive insight into their current challenges. This is connected to the healing power that flows through the hands of many chosen ones. Your sight allows you to identify the root cause of an ailment, whether it be physical, emotional, or spiritual, so that divine healing energy can be directed where it is most needed. Your prophetic visions are also deeply connected to your voice. You may find yourself speaking truths that you didn't even know you knew. In a moment of need, the right words of comfort, wisdom, or prophecy will flow through you to help someone else. This is called channeling. You become a vessel, a mouthpiece for the Holy Spirit. Often, you will be as surprised as the person you are speaking to by the profound wisdom that emerges. This is a sign that your visionary gift is not just for your own guidance, but is meant to be shared as a blessing to the world, to uplift and guide others on their path. Your gift will allow you to see the spiritual realm that coexists with our physical world. You may catch glimpses of angels in your peripheral vision, see shimmering orbs of light, or feel the comforting presence of your spirit guides. This ability to perceive the angelic and ethereal realms is a reassurance that you are never alone. You are surrounded by a team of celestial helpers, protectors, and guides who are constantly working on your behalf. Your visions are a way of opening your awareness to their presence, so you can communicate with them more directly and co-create your reality with their powerful assistance. This journey of prophetic sight is a process of remembering. You are not learning a new skill. You are reawakening an ancient, soul-level ability that has been a part of you for lifetimes. Many chosen ones have passed lives as prophets, oracles, mystics, and shamans. The visions you are having now are the reactivation of these dormant spiritual muscles. With each vision you trust, with each message you heed, you are strengthening this connection and reclaiming the fullness of your spiritual power and your divine heritage as a seer for the Most High God. However, this path of the visionary is not without its profound challenges and sacred struggles. For every moment of divine clarity, there has been a season of deep confusion and painful isolation. The very gift that sets you apart has often been the source of your greatest wounds. You have felt like an outsider your entire life because you literally see a world that others cannot. You have tried to share what you see, only to be met with disbelief, ridicule, or fear. This has taught you to keep your sacred experiences to yourself, creating a sense of loneliness that is known only to those who walk between the worlds. This isolation is a divine test, a crucible designed to forge your spirit. God isolates you not to punish you, but to purify your connection. When you cannot rely on the validation of the outside world, you are forced to turn inward and upward. You learn to trust the voice of God above all other voices. The loneliness carves out a sacred space within you, a quiet sanctuary where you can receive your visions with clarity, free from the static and doubt of the collective. It is in this holy solitude that your gift is refined, polished, and made strong enough for the mission ahead of you. One of the heaviest burdens for a chosen one is the internal battle with self-doubt. The logical mind, conditioned by a world that denies the unseen, will relentlessly attack the validity of your visions. It will whisper, "You are making this up. It's just your imagination. You are going crazy." This internal war can be exhausting, causing you to suppress your gift or to live in a state of constant anxiety. This is a critical test of faith. You must learn to master your mind, to thank it for its attempt to protect you, and then to choose to place your faith in the wisdom of your spirit instead. The fear that accompanies prophetic visions can be paralyzing. It is one thing to have a beautiful vision of angels or a positive future event. It is another thing entirely to be shown a vision of tragedy, betrayal, or darkness. These visions can feel like a curse, a heavy weight of knowledge that you do not know how to carry. You may feel helpless, terrified of what you have seen, and burdened by the responsibility. This is where you must learn the power of prayer. You are not shown these things to torment you, but to call you into your power as a prayer warrior, a spiritual watchman on the wall. God tests the hearts of his prophets by showing them difficult things. He is teaching you to not be moved by fear, but to respond with faith. When you see darkness, your mission is not to despair, but to anchor the light. Your prayers become spiritual weapons that can dismantle negative timelines and alter outcomes. Your visions of darkness are a call to action, an invitation to partner with God in the battle between light and dark. Facing these fears and choosing to respond with faith and prayer is a crucial part of your spiritual maturation and a key to unlocking the next level of your prophetic authority. You have also experienced the pain of misinterpreting a vision. The language of the Spirit is symbolic, and it takes time and experience to become fluent. You may have received a warning and misunderstood its meaning, only to see it unfold in a way you didn't expect, leading to feelings of guilt or failure. Release this burden. There is no condemnation for those who serve the divine. Every misinterpretation is a lesson in discernment. God knows your heart is pure. This is part of your training, teaching you humility, patience, and a deeper reliance on the Holy Spirit for clarification and understanding of what is being shown to you. The enemy knows the power of your prophetic gift, and you have been the target of relentless spiritual attacks designed to disable your sight. These attacks often come in the form of counterfeit visions, nightmares, and injections of fear. The demonic realm will attempt to mimic the divine to lead you astray, to create confusion, and to make you fear your own gift. You may have experienced periods where your spiritual channel felt completely blocked, filled with static and darkness. This was not a sign of God's absence, but a direct assault from an enemy terrified of the light you are destined to shine. This is why learning spiritual warfare is non-negotiable for a prophetic chosen one. You must learn to use the name of Jesus as your authority, to plead his blood over your mind and your spiritual eyes, and to command all demonic interference to cease. You must learn to test the spirits, to discern the source of your visions. A vision from God will always produce the fruit of the Spirit, peace, even if the message is a warning, love, clarity, and an empowerment to act in faith. A vision from the enemy will always leave you with a residue of fear, confusion, anxiety, and paralysis. Your physical body has often paid the price for your spiritual sensitivity. The process of receiving and integrating these high-frequency divine downloads can be incredibly taxing on the nervous system. You have likely suffered from unexplained headaches, especially around the forehead or third eye area, ringing in your ears, sudden bouts of dizziness or vertigo, and periods of extreme fatigue that have no medical explanation. This is not sickness. It is the physical manifestation of your spiritual hardware being upgraded to handle more light and more information. You must learn to ground your energy and care for your body as the sacred temple it is. Perhaps the most painful struggle has been the betrayal by those closest to you. Family members and friends, unable to understand your spiritual nature, have often been the source of your deepest wounds. They may have called you strange, overly emotional, or accused you of living in a fantasy world. This rejection from your own tribe is a classic test for the prophet. It is a divine severing of soul ties that would hold you back from your destiny. It forces you to find your true family in the spirit, your soul tribe who recognizes and validates your gifts because they carry the same light within themselves. Now is the time for the great revelation. Now is the moment you understand the sacred purpose behind every vision, every struggle, and every tear you have ever cried. Your prophetic visions were never a curse, they are your credentials. The trials you have endured were not random punishments, they were your divine initiation. Every moment of loneliness, every assault of fear, every sting of betrayal was a meticulously planned part of your spiritual forging. God was not punishing you, He was preparing you. He was not absent, He was the fire, refining you into a pure vessel capable of holding His glory and speaking His truth. The isolation you endured was necessary to teach you to hear God's voice above all others. In the silence of your solitude, He tuned your spiritual ears to His frequency, so you could distinguish His truth from the world's lies. The betrayals you suffered were necessary to teach you ultimate discernment. They sharpened your sight, forcing you to look beyond charismatic facades and see the true spirit of a person. This painful training has made you an impeccable judge of character, a skill that is absolutely essential for the leadership role you are about to step into in the coming days. The self-doubt you battled was a test of your faith. God allowed the internal war so you could learn to choose spirit over ego, faith over fear, and divine wisdom over human logic. Every time you chose to trust a vision despite your mind's screaming protests, you built a spiritual muscle. You have now developed a bedrock of unshakable faith, a foundation built on the rock of direct experience with the divine, a foundation that no storm can ever shake. This radical faith is your shield and your superpower. The terrifying visions you were shown were not meant to break you, they were meant to activate you as a powerful intercessor. You have seen the plans of the enemy so that you could dismantle them in prayer. You have felt the world's pain so that you could be a conduit for God's healing and His love. You have been trained in the spiritual trenches, facing down darkness not just for yourself, but on behalf of humanity. You are a seasoned spiritual warrior, a general in God's army of light, and your visions are your divine intelligence, your battle plans from the commander-in-chief. The physical symptoms and energy drains were the result of your entire being undergoing a profound metamorphosis. Your DNA is being upgraded. Your light body is being activated. Your consciousness is ascending into higher dimensions of awareness. The process has been intense because the transformation you are undergoing is monumental. You are being restructured at a cellular and spiritual level to become a stable anchor for the high-frequency energies of the new earth. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and your body has been recalibrating to hold that immense voltage. Understand this truth deep within your soul. Your prophetic visions are the primary tool for your sacred mission on this planet at this time. You were sent here as a way shower, a lighthouse, a divine messenger during the most significant period of transformation humanity has ever witnessed. The world is shrouded in illusion, deception, and spiritual blindness. Your ability to see through the veil is not a small gift. It is the key to liberating yourself and countless others from the matrix of control and limitation that has held humanity captive for eons. You are the eyes of the collective. You are the spiritual nervous system of the planet, feeling and seeing the shifts before they happen. Your visions provide the early warnings, the course corrections, and the glimmers of hope that humanity so desperately needs. When you have a vision, you are receiving a piece of the divine puzzle. It is your duty to honor it, to understand it, and when divinely guided, to act upon it with courage and with faith. Do not underestimate the power of the information you receive. A single vision, shared at the right time, can change the course of history. Your mission is to anchor truth in a world of lies. It is to speak of hope when fear is rampant, It is to remind people of their divine connection when they feel lost and abandoned. Your visions give you the authority to do this because you are not speaking from opinion or belief. You are speaking from what you have seen. You are a direct witness to the divine plan, to the reality of the angelic realms, and to the inevitable victory of the light. This first-hand knowledge is what gives your words weight and your presence power. The time for hiding your gift is over. The time for fearing your sight has passed. The period of intense, isolated training is now coming to a close. You have passed the test. You have been forged in the sacred fire of affliction, and you have emerged stronger, wiser, and purer than ever before. Now is the time to step into the fullness of your power and purpose as a seer and a prophet for this new era. Your voice is needed. Your clarity is needed. Your vision is needed. Embrace your prophetic visions as the gift they are. Stop questioning, stop doubting, and start documenting. Treat every dream, every flash, every inner knowing as a sacred message from your Creator. Meditate and pray for even greater clarity. Ask God to purify your channel, to protect your mind, and to give you the courage to see what needs to be seen and to speak what needs to be spoken. Your willingness to embrace your gift fully is the key that unlocks the next chapter of your destiny and your divine service to the world. Trust the timing of your visions and your understanding. You will be given the information you need exactly when you need it. Some visions are for your personal guidance to help you navigate your own life path. Others are for you to hold in your heart and pray over. And some are meant to be shared publicly as prophetic messages for the collective. You will know the difference by the feeling of peace and divine urgency that accompanies the message. Trust your intuition to guide you on when to be silent and when to speak with holy boldness. You are part of a global network of light, a soul family of chosen ones who are all being activated at this time. You may feel alone, but you are not. All over the world, other seers and visionaries are waking up, just like you. Your visions are a part of a larger divine tapestry that is being woven. Soon, you will be connected with others from your soul tribe, and you will find that your visions complement and confirm one another, creating a more complete picture of the divine plan that is currently unfolding on the planet. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is your superpower. Your deep empathy is not a curse, it is your diagnostic tool. Your prophetic sight is not a fantasy, it is your divine compass. Everything you once thought was wrong with you is actually what makes you a powerful instrument in the hands of God. Own it, cherish it, wield it with love, wisdom, and humility. You were born for this. You were created for these times. All of your life has been leading up to this moment of activation. Step forward now, chosen one. Step out of the shadows of fear and self-doubt and into the radiant light of your true, divine identity. You are a prophet of the Most High. Your eyes have been anointed to see truth. Your heart has been purified to feel the divine will. Your voice is being prepared to speak words that will shift atmospheres and change lives. Your period of preparation is complete. Your mission is now active. The world is waiting for the unique light that only you can bring. Look at your life at the tapestry of your struggles and see it now through the eyes of truth. See every painful moment not as a failure, but as a lesson. See every betrayal not as a rejection, but as a divine redirection. See every period of darkness not as an abandonment, but as an incubation, a sacred time in the cocoon before the emergence of the butterfly. God's hand has been upon you every step of the way, orchestrating every detail of your life to prepare you for the magnificent destiny that now awaits you. The prophetic visions will now increase in frequency, clarity, and intensity. The messages will become more urgent. This is not a reason to fear, but a reason to rejoice. It is a sign that the final act is beginning, that the great awakening is accelerating, and that your role is more crucial than ever. You are being given front row seats to the greatest show on earth. the liberation of a planet, and the birth of a new golden age. Your visions are your roadmap through the chaos and your confirmation of the victory to come. When you receive a vision, find a quiet place and breathe. Ask the Holy Spirit for the correct interpretation and for the wisdom to know what to do with the information you have been given. Journal it in detail. Pay attention to the emotions it evokes in you. Does it bring peace? Does it call you to prayer? Does it require an action? Treat this as a sacred practice, a daily conversation with the divine through the language of imagery and sight. This discipline will sharpen your gift beyond measure. You are a lamplighter. Your visions give you the divine oil to keep your own lamp burning brightly, and your mission is to help relight the lamps of others who have forgotten their own inner divinity. When you share a truth you have seen, when you offer a word of encouragement that comes from a divine download, you are passing the flame. You are reminding people of who they truly are, awakening the dormant spirit within them, and calling them home to their own connection with God. This is the heart of your ministry. Never forget the source of your gift. It is not from you, it is through you. Stay humble. Stay in a constant state of prayer and gratitude. Give all the glory to God, for He is the one who has opened your eyes and chosen you as His vessel. The more you acknowledge Him as the source, the more He will entrust you with. Your humility is the container that allows the endless ocean of His wisdom to flow through you without the distortions of ego, pride, or personal agenda. The path ahead will still have challenges, but you will now face them with a new understanding and a new power. You will no longer see trials as punishments, but as assignments. You will no longer be paralyzed by fear, because you know your visions are a tool to navigate the storm. You are no longer a victim of circumstances, but a conscious co-creator with the divine. You are stepping into your mastery, your sovereignty, and your God-given authority as a chosen one, a visionary, and a leader in this new era. Let this message be your ultimate confirmation. If you have experienced these signs, these visions, these struggles, then you are not mistaken. You are not imagining it. You are exactly who you know you are in the deepest recesses of your soul. You are one of God's chosen ones, and your prophetic visions are the evidence of your high calling. Your time of confusion is over. Your time of clarity, purpose, and divine action is now. You carry an ancient wisdom in your spiritual DNA. The visions you receive are not just about the future. They often connect you to the hidden truths of the past. You may receive visions of ancient civilizations like Atlantis or Lemuria, or glimpse moments from the lives of the great masters and prophets. This is because you are here to restore the sacred knowledge that has been lost or suppressed. You are a living library, a conduit for the forgotten truths that humanity needs to remember in order to heal and evolve into a higher state of consciousness. Your prophetic sight is directly linked to your heart chakra. The more you open your heart to unconditional love and compassion, the clearer your visions will become. A closed or wounded heart creates a filter of fear and judgment that can distort divine messages. Therefore, one of your primary spiritual tasks is the continual healing of your own heart. Forgive everyone who has ever hurt you, not for them, but for you, to clear the channel for the purest possible transmission of divine light and heavenly sight. Do not be surprised when your visions begin to manifest at an accelerated rate. We are in a time of cosmic quickening, where the gap between thought, vision, and physical manifestation is collapsing. This is why it is so crucial for you to be mindful of your focus. What you see internally, you will help to create externally. Use your visionary gift to hold the vision of the highest possible timeline for yourself and for all of humanity. See peace, see healing, see abundance, see liberation. Your focused vision is a powerful creative force. Many of your visions will be about exposing deception. God is using you to pull back the curtain on the lies that have governed this world. You will be shown the truth behind political events, financial systems, and mainstream narratives. This can be a shocking and difficult process, as it dismantles the world you thought you knew. But this is your role as a truth teller and a cycle breaker. You must be willing to see the uncomfortable truths so that you can help guide others out of the darkness of deception and into the light of authentic reality. The prophetic gift often works in tandem with other spiritual gifts. As your sight becomes stronger, you may find your gift of healing intensifying, or you may begin to manifest resources out of thin air. These gifts are all interconnected, flowing from the same divine source. Your visionary ability acts as the guidance system, showing you where to direct your healing energy, what to pray for, and how to align with the flow of divine abundance. It is the master gift that informs and empowers all the others. You are being called to create. For some, this means sharing your visions through art, music, or writing. These creative expressions can bypass the conscious mind of the audience and speak directly to their soul, awakening them on a deep, subconscious level. For others, it means creating new systems, new communities, and new ways of living that are in alignment with the divine vision of the new earth. Your visions are the blueprints for the world you are here to co-create with God. Be prepared for divine appointments and synchronicities to increase in your life. As you trust and follow your visions, you will be guided to the right people, the right places, and the right opportunities at the perfect time. Life will no longer feel like a struggle, but a divine flow. You will meet other members of your soul family who have the missing pieces of your puzzle. This is your reward for your faith and your obedience to the unseen guidance you have been receiving all along. It is vital that you spend time in silence every single day. The world is loud and chaotic, and this noise can interfere with your ability to receive clear visions. The silence is where you recalibrate your energy, connect with your divine team, and open the channel to receive your next set of instructions. Even just 15 minutes of quiet contemplation can be enough to tune out the static and tune into the celestial frequency where your visions are transmitted. Make this a non-negotiable part of your daily spiritual practice. Remember that this gift is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be seasons where your visions are incredibly clear and frequent, and there will be other seasons where things feel quiet. Do not panic in the quiet times. These are periods of rest and integration. You are being given time to process the information you have received and to prepare for the next level of revelation. Use these times to focus on grounding, self-care, and simply being in a state of gratitude and trust, knowing that the connection is always there, even when it is silent. You are here to anchor a new frequency on the planet, the frequency of divine truth and unconditional love. Your very presence, when you are aligned with your visionary gift, changes the environment around you. You raise the vibration of every room you walk into and every person you interact with. This is a passive but incredibly powerful part of your mission. Simply by being your authentic, visionary self, you are fulfilling a significant portion of your divine purpose. You will find that children and animals are especially drawn to you. They do not have the mental filters and societal conditioning that most adults do, so they can perceive your light and your gentle spirit clearly. They feel the safety and love that radiates from your open heart. Pay attention to them, for they often carry profound wisdom and can reflect your own inner state back to you. They are a confirmation of the purity of the energy you carry as a chosen vessel of God. The journey of the prophet is ultimately a journey of surrendering the ego to the divine. Your visions are a constant reminder that there is a plan far greater than your own, a divine intelligence that sees the whole picture while you can only see a small part. Your greatest power comes when you fully surrender, when you say to God, "Use my eyes to see, use my mouth to speak, use my hands to heal. Not my will, but yours be done." This prayer of surrender unlocks the full power and protection of heaven upon your life. The prophecies and visions you are receiving are culminating towards a singular, magnificent event, often referred to as the Great Awakening or the Shift of Ages. You are the ground crew, the advance team, sent here to prepare the way for this monumental transformation in human consciousness. Your visions are the breadcrumbs from heaven, guiding humanity back to the path of light and truth. Every soul you awaken with your gift is another voice added to the chorus of freedom, another heart contributing to the tipping point of planetary liberation. Do not look to the outside world for confirmation of your path. The mainstream will not validate you. The systems of control will not celebrate you. You must find your validation from within, from the undeniable truth of your own experiences and the unwavering peace that God gives you. You are a pioneer of consciousness, walking a path that few have walked before. Be proud of your courage, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to the truth, even when you stood completely alone. Your scars are now your superpowers. Every trial has given you a unique medicine that you are now meant to share with the world. If you struggled with abandonment, you are here to teach about divine connection and soul family. If you battled fear, you are here to teach about faith and courage. If you were silenced and ridiculed, you are here to teach about the power of speaking your authentic truth. Do not hide your past, it is the source of your authority and the testimony that will set others free. The time is now. The cosmic energies are aligned for your emergence. The support of the angelic realms is fully behind you. The call has gone out and your spirit has answered. Trust the visions that are guiding your every step. They are your personal, divinely calibrated GPS, leading you towards the fulfillment of your highest destiny and the greatest joy you have ever known. Let go of the last remnants of fear and step fully into the powerful, magnificent, visionary being you were always destined to be. You have been chosen for this. It is not an accident. It is not a burden. It is the highest honor. You are a beloved child of the Most High, entrusted with the sacred gift of sight to help guide humanity through its darkest hour and into the dawn of a new day. Your reward will be great in heaven, but you will also see the fruits of your labor right here on earth, as you witness the world transform into the beautiful vision God has shown you in your heart. Your next step is simply to trust. Trust the vision you had this morning. Trust the inner knowing in your gut. Trust the synchronous numbers you keep seeing. Trust the quiet voice that whispers in the silence. This trust is your key. It is the activation button for your mission. With every act of trust, you tell the universe you are ready, you are willing, and you are open to receive even more guidance, more power, and more grace. The messages of the divine are flowing now like a mighty river, and this channel is a conduit for that sacred stream. The revelations, the prophecies, and the activations will only become more potent from this day forward. If this message has resonated with the deepest truth of your soul, then your journey with us is just beginning. Subscribe now and press the notification bell so you do not miss a single urgent message or divine confirmation that God is sending your way. You are a part of this family of light. Welcome home.